Hi guys, in this video, we will discuss 5 of the best programming languages used for machine learning and artificial intelligence. We'll look at their strengths and weaknesses with the aim of helping you decide which one is best for you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. It encourages us to produce more of such videos to help others. Machine learning is essentially teaching a computer to make its own predictions. For example, a machine learning engineer might create an algorithm that the computer uses to recognize patterns within data and then decide what the next part of the pattern should be. If you're considering a career in this field, you're probably wondering which programming language is best for machine learning. While you have many options, here are 5 of the most popular. In no particular order, the first on the list is JavaScript. Actually, there is no good programming language comparison without mentioning JavaScript, probably the most popular language in the world. It can be assumed that it powers the internet along with CSS, PHP and HTML. The strange thing is that the language itself was not created to be web-oriented but to support delivering macros. In the end, it is used by all web developers whether they want it or not. The language is easy to learn with countless tutorials and problems solved online. It is in fact one of the easiest programming languages existing, and coding can be both fast and convenient. Also, one can be a good and highly sought programmer when knowing only JavaScript, a relatively rare situation in the software development world. Being the language not designed to support web apps, it is surprisingly good at it, being used both on the front end and the back end. But why use machine learning in it at all? Apparently, sometimes there is a need to use these techniques on the client side. And that provides some cool abilities, including access to the device sensors like a camera, accelerometer, or GPS. A smart company can harness that to deliver multiple cool features, and that's why JavaScript and machine learning can form a surprisingly good team. JavaScript is so good that the most popular machine learning library, TensorFlow, has a JavaScript implementation. As expected, second on the list is the Python programming language. As at 2022, Python is undoubtedly a leader with 57% of data scientists using it and 33% preferring it over other programming languages. The language is elegant, lightweight, and as simple to use as a programming language can be. It is also a versatile language that supports various usages, and when used in a proper framework with a good set of libraries, it can also power web apps or some heavy scripting in business usage. Being an easy programming language makes the development faster. The Python developer is not chained by strict procedures or sophisticated architectures embedded in the system. As a developer, you just code what you have to. Python is easy to learn, increasingly popular and fast to code. According to RedMonk's list, Python is currently the second most popular programming language in the world. Considering that, the pool of talents is relatively high, and considering the trends, it will continue to rise in the future. In terms of versatility, Python is easy to use and supports multiple libraries and frameworks that make this language even more versatile. But it shines in 2 categories: machine learning and web development. As its weakness, one could say that there are multiple other applications where Python cannot stand. For example, it would be really hard to program an operating system or hardware-level apps in Python, and it can be challenging to deliver front-end single-page application with this language. But it will do pretty well on a back end. Third on the list is R. The R programming language focuses primarily on numbers and has a wide range of data sampling, model evaluation, and data visualization techniques. R is basically a statistical computing and data visualization-oriented language that finds interesting popularity in a machine learning environment. Contrary to multiple languages described above, R is aimed to be used by non-programmers including analysts, data miners, and statisticians. It supports not only a command line but also multiple user-friendly IDEs, like Jupyter and RStudio, which focus on ease of use. R is a very popular programming language, and thus there should be a good talent pool to search in. On the other hand, it is rarely the first language of choice, so encouraging a Python-trained data scientist to learn R can be a good idea. In terms of versatility, R used to be the most popular tool to build machine learning apps, and it remains a popular tool due to the heavy and versatile tools implemented to handle data processing easily. Assuming the knowledge of other programming languages or strong support from someone who knows them, one can easily deliver sophisticated machine learning solutions with R. R is not as flexible and versatile as Python, and building a standalone app with R sounds like a joke. But when it comes to data exploration, prototyping, and exploring what-if scenarios on a large dataset, this language shines brighter than 1,000 suns. Number 4 is C++. C++ is another popular programming language widely used for performance-critical applications that need memory management and speed at the forefront. These features make it an ideal programming language to use when working in machine learning. C++ is a competent language that can manipulate algorithms and take on memory management at a very detailed level. Moreover, its speed and efficiency enable it to be used to develop well-coded and fast algorithms. The major drawback for C++ is its steep learning curve. While it's known to be especially difficult for beginners to learn, it's also difficult for programmers with no experience with low-level languages. That being said, where it shines most is speed, performance and versatility. The fifth on our list is Java. Java is yet another language being around for long in spite of multiple criticism in the community. It is a solid multi-purpose programming language. It is similar to C and C++ with significantly less lower-level commands. So, it would be really hard to deliver an operating system in Java, but one can easily use it in a client-server architecture, and that's basically where Java is used the most. Java is designed to be stable and reliable. It also has a strong paradigm of object-oriented programming, that is in fact forced into the language. The language is also vulnerable to bad practices that can make the whole code unstable. The language itself is complex and has multiple policies implemented, which makes coding significantly slower for Java developers. In terms of finding developers, despite the many criticisms, the language remains popular, and it is favored by enterprise software developers. It shines on servers and in heavy data processing. So, there should be little to no problem in finding a developer. Java is not a machine learning-oriented programming language. It is a working horse of enterprise apps with an aim to process data-heavy operations of ERPs or customer relationship management systems. But there is a good working framework that supports machine learning in its basics. One can run decision trees, regression, or feed-forward algorithms with it easily. When combined with the data-heavy environment of Java apps, it can deliver a killing enterprise-level combo. But forget about deep learning or other neural networks in Java. It is just not the proper tool. Having looked at their pros and cons, you may be tempted to ask, so what is the best programming language for machine learning? Contrary to the popular belief and bold statements from some experts, the accurate answer is, it depends. Yes, it depends. The choice of programming language and tools required depends on the project at hand and to a larger extent, the experience of the data scientist. But here is a pro tip from us. Python is certainly not the best pick in all possible cases. However, given the complexity of machine learning algorithms, the less a developer has to worry about the intricacies of coding, the more they can focus on what truly matters, which is finding solutions to problems, and achieving the goals of the project. Simplicity and readability also help when it comes to collaborative coding, or when machine learning projects need to change hands between development teams. In this sense, if you are a newcomer to machine learning, with less experience in coding, then Python should be your go-to. However, as a data scientist or a developer who has worked with any high-level programming language before, if you have a machine learning project that requires speed, and a complete control over memory usage because you'll be pushing your system's limit, then look no further than C++. For further study, we've shared some links in the description section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Also share in the comments section what you believe is the best programming language for machine learning.